Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ready Set Pop. My name is Mariel, greeting you from the beautiful Mexico City, and joining me from their beautiful countries, we have all the way from Colombia, Mauricio Sierra, and all the way from Brazil, baby, we have Luquitas Abachi. Hello, boys.
Hello,
Hello,
friends.
Mariel. Hello, Mao. Looking
How are you
great.
today, friends?
Good.
Good. Excited to see you again.
Yeah,
Yes, same.
absolutely.
Okay, so tonight's episode was a topic chosen by Mao, and this time is all about singing talent shows from all over the world. So we are going to be talking about auditions we love, contestants that deserve to win, songs we like from these contests, and much more. So please join in the conversation and share with us your favorites, okay? Mao, do you want to be
Yes.
the first to start, darling?
Yes, I decided to select this topic in special because all the time we are talking about these artists like Leona, Jordan, Kelly Clarkson, and I want to dedicate like a special episode to that, But I was thinking, and it is not the same, not include the others, Like of course, American Idol is the most important one, but we
Mhm.
have a lot of different kind of shows. Actually, for example, Mariel Love Pop Stars, that was another, and we have our versions of these ones like The Voice or La Voz here, for example, in Mexico, La Voz Mexico, La Voz Colombia, and different kind of talent shows in our country. So I was thinking, and I was like, okay, it's interesting to include everything in one episode. So let's start with this. I selected some questions for you guys to select your favorites. And the first one is about the audition of a winner. What is your favorite audition of a winner in these kind of singing talent shows? We start with my friend Lucky.
Hello, everybody. I'm gonna start by saying that I love this topic, Mao, because we've been trying to figure out how to bring this
I know.
subject for a while. So finally, it's happening. And my choice for this question is from Sweden, is Eric Groen with 18 in Life. Is a song by Skid Row. Uh, that is very nice to watch him singing. I think he was just 17 in that audition, and his voice was very powerful. Mao, where are you? He's coming
There
back.
he
He's
is.
coming back.
He's here.
Sorry.
He's here.
I don't know why I can listen to you very good.
Now you can listen.
Again, please.
Yes, yes. I can make a Mariah Carey song for you to try. Just kidding. Can you hear me?
Please try again, friend.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, finally.
Okay, okay. Oh,
Otra
Mao is
vez.
playing with the new buttons he has today.
This is driving me crazy today.
No, stop playing with the buttons.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, we are good.
Yes. Yes. Now I can hear you so much
Feels
better.
like a feels like a weird dream. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, Eric Groen is my choice from Sweden. He was 17 in his audition. He sang 18 and Life by Skid Row, and it's very it's like beautiful to see such a young boy with such a powerful voice. And the most cool part of it is that years later he became the main vocalist for that band, Skid Row, and he
Oh,
toured.
Oh,
Yeah, he made a tour and I think two albums or something with Skid Row. So it's like a full circle moment for him for sure. And I just love that audition. I love the faces of the judges. Like they start laughing because they cannot believe, in his voice. So Eric Grohl is my choice.
Good.
What do you think about this audition, mi Mariel?
I watched it and I liked it, and I guessed why Lucas loved it because it's so rock. And I also enjoyed the judges' faces like, wow, this kid can
Yeah,
sing and he knows what he's doing. So I really don't know who these judges are, even though I love
yeah.
Sweden. But
Same.
his, his audition was very good. And no wonder why you like it, Luquitas.
Yeah.
Yes, for me it was also a surprise, and it is amazing to see that reaction in the judges. You know, like when you are seeing in front of you a real talent. You know, like oh my
Yeah.
god, I can't believe this guy has this kind of voice because at the end of the audition he started like making a very high notes. So the
Yeah.
judges were like, oh my god, even when they are convinced in that moment that the guy had a special talent at the end they were like, "Oh, it's like more than we were expecting," you know. Like
Like, yeah.
the high notes is like, "Okay, okay, we
Come
know that
on.
you are
Yeah.
talented. Please
It's a
stop."
joke. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So, and he was a very young boy, you know, like he was very young in that moment. So
Yeah.
it was like, oh my god, I can't believe this voice is coming from a person like that, you know, very young.
Yes. It's amazing. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, mi Mariel?
Okay, I chose Carrie Underwood's audition. She chose this country song is
Make you
uh,
love.
I Can Make You Love Me. Yes. So it's really pretty. I really like how she introduces herself. Like she's really shy and really nervous, and all of a sudden she has all this powerful voice, and the judges are like, "Wow, she really can sing." Randy asks her if who is her favorite singer, and she says Martina McBride, and he says that he can tell that there's a lot of influence by by Martina in Carrie's voice, and she wouldn't you wouldn't imagine that in that moment she was gonna become the winner and that she was gonna be one of the biggest country singers there is right now. So for me, it's like wonderful seeing her being so shy and like that, and then becoming the winner. So what do you think, Mal?
Well, something that I really love about this audition because I knew this audition for a long, long time ago because it was Carrie Underwood for sure. It is that she's not trying to out sing, you know, like to sing very loud because it's very common in this kind of auditions that of course the contestant is very nervous, is trying to show that is talented, that maybe sometimes they can scream so much, you know, but in this moment Carrie was very calm. She was nervous at the beginning, but with during the performance she was like, okay, I have to calm because I know that she knew in that moment that she was talented. You know that okay, I got my gift, I have my voice. You know, and she was very calm, singing very beautiful. So yes, this is what I really love about her audition. I'm talking about her in her appearance. I think she's beautiful from the beginning. You know, because for
Yeah.
example, in the case of Leona Lewis, you can see the audition and she's beautiful at the beginning, but at the end she's like stunning, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
in the case of Carrie, I think it's the same beauty, you know, like of course with more
More
potential at the end.
natural.
Yes, but
Mm-hmm.
she's beautiful from the beginning. She's a hottie for sure.
Okay. Okay. What do you think, Luquitas?
Oh, this was the very first time that I ever watched it. I was
Mm-hmm.
surprised about that. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't watch the season that she was part of. I discovered her with the song, like "Inside Your Heaven," the song when
Mm-hmm.
she
That
was
she
the winner.
won.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't watch. So I never thought about what watching. So I agree with everything you guys said. It's crazy to think that for a moment she was very like this with Kelly Clarkson when it comes to the biggest American Idol. You know, they were coming back and forth. Like there was a
Mm-hmm.
moment with My December that Kelly Clarkson was kind of here and Carrie growing and always like this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know if it's like that anymore, but um, we can see like a star was born in a moment. You know, I don't know if for people that watch it, you could have the sense that she would be the winner, as you guys said, maybe not, because I remember watching Jordan Sparks audition. And thinking this girl is gonna be the winner. I remember this for the very first time that I saw her. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if it was the case with Carrie, but we all know why she wins. Like she's amazing.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
she's
Totally. It's interesting to think like that, like maybe this can be the winner,
amazing.
because I didn't have the opportunity to watch this season in that moment, of course. But with the time you think like that, like, oh, okay, it's crazy to think that this this person is going to be the winner, because
Mm-hmm.
in the seasons that I watch, I never
Yeah.
was. Yes, I never. I don't know how to say it, but it was not
Never
like
liked.
for
Yeah.
me. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was not obvious from the beginning. So yes,
Got
and all the time I was thinking, oh, this is going to be the winner, and at the end, it was not the winner.
you. But that happened with me just once, just with Jordan Sparks. But
Okay, okay,
yes,
okay.
just that time. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, friends.
What was your
Next.
choice, Mao?
Oh yes, my choice. I was about to say the next question.
Don't forget about it.
Okay, my choice. It's a girl from Ukraine. Actually, I right now I'm thinking. I think it was X Factor Ukraine,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and this girl, her name is Aida Nikolashuk, and her audition is very special because at the beginning the judges were thinking that she was like playback, like she was like singing over a song, and it was
Lip
not a
syncing.
real voice by her. So I remember I knew about this audition because of my sister. My sister showed me like, oh, you can't believe the voice of this girl because it's so special. It's incredible. She can sing with that control that everybody was thinking like she was like cheating, like she was not saying the truth about her voice. And suddenly, when they asked to her to sing without the melody in the background, she sings with that beautiful, amazing voice and very special voice. I think she has a special voice. And at the end, she was the winner. I knew about her because of this audition, because this audition went viral in a moment. But anyway, at the end, I knew that, oh, okay, she was the winner, and she totally deserved it because her voice is so special. So, what do you think about this performance, mi Mariel?
Well, for me, I thought the same when she began singing. I was like, she's doing a cover or something. Like she's
Lip syncing.
lip
Yeah.
singing to this song. But then I realized it was herself, so it was great. She has a powerful voice for sure, and I like her performance. I didn't understand a thing, but I know that I like what she sang, and the voices, the judges' faces were like, "Wow, she definitely can sing," and I liked it. Now I never heard of her.
Yeah, actually, she has like very pop albums. From the time she was the winner, she released a lot of pop albums, and it's interesting to listen this kind of pop, because it's in Ukraine, so it's interesting. What do you think, my friend?
I was familiar with that because you shared with me before, and her voice like is stunning. I think technically is perfection. Is like a recorded song. But I think this the whole thing was kind of created to be viral, like
Yeah,
because it's television, because I tried once in Brazilian Idol, and you have a lot of things to do before that moment when you sing to the judges. So the production saw this girl singing 1,000 times, and the judges would be very aware that the production will never accept a track with a voice, so everything was very like thinking to be
Prepared.
viral, yes, and work it, but I don't take the credit of her talent and her voice. I think it was even the whole idea to be viral a blast for her, because she gained attention and became more popular. So that's television. It is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. You're totally right. Yeah, you're totally right. Actually, I don't know if you have the opportunity to watch that, but I was remembering this audition that the girl got very angry, got very mad, and throw the mic away. And everything was a lie, like the producers and all the show asked her. Yes, to sing a pink song because she was like
A
a
pink
pink child.
song.
Yeah. So I was thinking
I
about it.
remember.
So unfair. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, they want to make television, and sometimes there's a cost for people. It's sad.
Yeah. Totally. So Alexander is her name actually.
so yes, I
So
remember.
Alexander. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
friend.
before you move on, Mal, I want to say let's try to do this a little quick, more quick than usual, because sometimes we take 15 minutes between each
Hmm.
question. So let's try to make it a little faster, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you're totally right, mi Mariel. Okay, yes, you are right. Next question. I can take some for you to deserve to win.
Ah,
Lucy.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, for
yes.
me, it's Pia Toscano. I think
Yeah.
she's one of the biggest unfair moments in Idol history, because she didn't even make the top five, and she was incredible. So Pia Toscano, period.
Totally. Are you familiar with her, Mariel?
I know about her, but I never actually checked out of all of her stuff. And now that I checked a video of her singing to All by Myself at the Viña del Mar, I loved her voice. So I'm gonna check out more of her material
Yeah,
because she can sing. That's for sure.
yeah, the girl can sing for sure.
I can remember her
Yes.
very well because this is the only season that I watched completely, from the beginning to the
Hmm.
end, in that moment when it was released.
Yes.
And I remember very well that moment because even the judges were in shock because of that, because they were like, oh, I remember the judges were Steven Tyler, J Lo, and Randy Jackson. And they were like, oh my God, we can't believe that because you are like the whole package, like the beauty, because she's stunning, the voice is perfection. So even the judges were in shock
Yeah.
when she was eliminated from the show. So yes, deserve to
Yeah.
win totally. What about
It
you,
happens.
Mariel?
It happens. I chose Catherine McPhee because, well, I love Catherine McPhee. She's gorgeous. She's like my female crush. And every time I see her singing, I'm like, why didn't she win? And this other old guy won, who I can't remember his name. Um, and he wasn't even famous, and Catherine did much better then. So I think Catherine deserved to win. She has a powerful, beautiful voice. Right now, I'm obsessed with her second album, Unbroken, and I can't believe how perfect she can sing. So for me, it's Catherine McPhee. What do you
And
think,
actually,
Maulitas? I'm
I
sorry, Mau.
no. I can see the similarities between Pia and Catherine. For me,
Yeah.
they were like similar in a way. What do you think, friend?
Yeah, I totally agree. It's weird how that man, I think his name is Taylor, was the
Hmm.
winner, because she was clearly the biggest star in that season, and even the songs that guy recorded after were very boring. Like, doesn't make any sense. I don't know the appealing
No,
that he had for like the American viewers, like something that made people fall in love with him. Maybe because I didn't watch the season, but yeah, I agree totally in this case.
It
Yeah,
happens. Yeah.
totally agree. Totally agree. She was like the whole package, and actually, it shows that she was even more famous than him. So it
Yeah,
was
she's in
obvious
the
that she
list.
deserved. Yeah, yeah. So it was obvious that she deserved to win. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. For me, is I think it's like the most like famous case. It's David Archuleta against David Cook because everybody was like swearing that he was the winner in that moment. Like it was like a sure thing, and suddenly it is like David Cook, and everybody was like, "No way! It is impossible." What do you think, friends? Lucky.
To be honest, I was so sure that David Archuleta would be famous and record an album that I wasn't like that mad, you know, because I think sometimes it's like is some strategy behind the label, you know,
Yes.
because
Strategy. Hmm.
is yes, thank you, because they have like a huge star in hands already, David Archuleta, and maybe if David Cook is the second, nothing happens. So it's a way to have two stars at the same moment. I don't know, but I agree that he could be and should be the winner. But I wasn't mad, to be honest, because I kind of like it, Dave Cook.
I
Yeah.
was thinking about that. Yeah, what do you think, Maria?
I'm not really familiar with him, and I think you know that because until not so long ago, you guys asked me to listen to some of his songs, and I
Yeah.
liked him, and I actually was thinking that he was the winner, and then when I checked
Oh.
that he didn't, I was surprised because you would think that he was gonna win with that voice, with that talent. So I like his voice, I like him. So for me, it's yeah, definitely agree that he should have won.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, when you see, you think the same. Like you think like, oh, he was the winner. Yeah,
Exactly.
because
I,
maybe
Hmm.
I
he wasn't popular at all.
yeah. Some people might think he's the winner now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that. I thought that
Yeah.
for such a long time. So
yeah, yeah. Friends. Moving on. The third question: favorite winning song. You know, like this song that the two in the final performance the two contestants sing. What is your favorite, Mariel?
I chose A Moment Like This by Kelly Clarkson. I love this song by Kelly. I know this song has been covered by many, many singers, including Leona Lewis. I love Leona, don't get me wrong. But Kelly's version is my personal favorite. And I think it's wonderful, so powerful. It gives you chills. She had everything to be the winner, and that song was like meant to be for her.
Yeah.
So that's why I chose this one. What do you think, Mao?
Absolutely agree. I had my moments with Leona and with Kelly because I discovered the song because of Leona actually, and then I knew I discovered that it was recorded and it was the winning song for Kelly. I didn't know that, and I had my moments. You know, for a moment in China, I was like, "Oh, Leona is the best," and then, "Oh, Kelly is the best." So, you know, like I think it was a very good move to put this song on Leona's voice for the
Mm-hmm.
winning song. It was very clever. I think Simon Cowell was the responsible of that decision because he was very clever to do that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because I think for Leona Lewis it was obvious that she was the winner, and with that song, you know, with that arrangement, because it was like very soulful R&B, this kind of voice that she has. So I think it was like the perfect move in that moment. What do you think, friend?
Yeah, I really love Kelly's version. I think because I happened the same as Mariel, because I was so in love with that version when Leona released. I was not that impressed,
No.
you know. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I like this song, but with Kelly for me is magical. And actually, I watched the moment that she won because we made a post in our Instagram today with that video, and I cry again. So if I watch
Oh.
that 10,000 times, I'm gonna cry because it's so beautiful. When she can sing because she's emotional, and I love the part that everybody uh, is with her on the stage and
Yeah.
helps her to sing, and she's finally okay. Let me cry.
Oh
So
yeah, she's so
uh,
emotional.
it's so beautiful, and to see how far she come. You know, like now she has her own show, like singing even better now. So it's impossible not to be emotional. I love Kelly.
Yeah,
Yes,
she's
and
great.
she looked beautiful in that moment.
Yes, and she looks beautiful now. Yes.
And she looked
Yeah.
beautiful now. Yes, 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 absolutely. What is your selection, friend?
Mine is Higher by Eric Groen, the same guy that I mentioned from Sweden. It's a song that I talked about it before in our show. I don't remember in which one, because it's not only my favorite, but it's one of my favorite songs in my life. Like I
Oh
love that
really?
song so
Hmm.
much. For me, so powerful. The lyrics, his voice. I don't know. I feel very connected to that song. And to be honest, it was this type of song, the winning song, was a thing for me for a long time, like something that I was looking forward to listen, and usually I was addicted, so I love so many I could make a whole list. But
Hmm.
since this song is one of my favorites, not just because of that, this is mine. Is Higher by Eric Grohl.
Hmm.
What do you think, Mariel?
I liked it. I never heard of this song before, and when I listened to it, I was like, "Yeah, this is so Luquita's style."
Yeah.
And I would have never guessed it was one of your favorite songs. So that makes it even more special. And
Yes, it's
even
special.
though it's not my type, like oh wow, I love this kind of music. I like the song, and I liked his version. He's singing it like, I'm sorry, he has a nice voice, so I liked it.
Yes, and you, Mo.
Yeah, friend. Actually, yes, I remember the song, and I was in that moment when I was watching the performance. I was thinking like, okay, now I understand why he was the winner. You know, like yeah, because at the beginning in the audition he is very talented, and at the end of the show, it's like okay, he even if it's that possible, he improved so much. You know, like if
Hmm.
it's that possible, you know, because at the beginning he was already talented, so I understand why like he was the winner because he was like, oh my god, his voice is incredible. So yeah, yeah, and I love the passion that he puts in the song, in the performance. You know, and I think it's a common factor in every winner. You know, because they
Yeah.
are very emotional in that moment. So the performance, it's like, oh my god, it's a real talent and it's real emotional. So yes, yes.
Yeah, it's like an explosion. Yes.
Yeah, of a lot of things, you know, of
Yeah.
talent, of emotion, of joy. It's incredible.
Yeah, totally.
What was
What's
yours?
yours?
Mine was Fantasia, I believe.
Yeah.
Uh, I, I think we had this conversation before, Lucky, about this because it was so unfair for the other guy to have Fantasia with that song because I think she exploded with that song. You know, like it's obvious that this kind of song was made for a voice like Fantasia's voice. You know, so I think it was a little unfair to the other guy, but at the same time, I think it was like perfection for Fantasia. She's one of my favorites winners of this kind of shows, you know. So and she is singing with this emotional side of her, and she's singing really good, and I love this performance. What do you think, friends? Me, Mariel, with were you familiar with this performance?
No, and I liked it. I love the song. I love the powerness. I love, the feeling. Like it's a very emotional and powerful song, and she has a wonderful voice. So she really connected with the song.
Yeah.
So I think she did a great job. And the song is one of those typical uplifting songs that you just
Yeah.
love to hear. So for me, it was great. I liked it.
What do you think, friend? Absolutely.
Yeah. This song I discovered on the radio because I mentioned before a show that I used to listen called Hot Hits, and I think the song was number one on Billboard. So they play it the live version actually that she was singing at the finale. So I was very surprised by her voice, and it's a type of voice, like Mal said, that fits this track perfectly because it's kind of gospel.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing, like I believe and everything. So her voice was kind of praising, so fits perfectly. The runner up was Diana DeGarmo, actually, that I really like, and
Mm-hmm.
she sang very beautifully this song as well. But I think Fantasia had the potential for make the song something more soulful. So yeah, I really like the song. I think it's very beautiful.
I was thinking and I was sure that the other contestant was a guy, but
Yeah,
now you're clear about
yeah,
it was Diana de Carmo. Yeah.
yes,
Now
yes,
I remember because her voice is very different, like very pop rock, and this
yeah,
song is more soulful. Totally. Absolutely.
yeah. And that Diana was very young, like
Yeah.
teenager and everything. Yes,
Yeah, and your voice tends to change within the years, so
yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
We have comments, mi Mariel.
Not
Yo,
yet.
where are our
Okay.
friends? Come on,
Mhm. Yeah, okay, so move on
move on.
now with the next question.
Okay, friends. Next question. Favorite audition of a non-winner? Mi Mariel.
Once again, I come with Catherine McPhee and her audition. I love her. She looked more confident than Carrie when she auditioned because Carrie was like so nervous, but Catherine knew she had the talent and that she was gonna pass because she was a singing teacher. So she already knew she had the potential. Um, and I loved how the judges reacted to her, like, oh wow, you really can sing, you are really talented, let's see what else you could do and stuff like that. So I loved that audition from Catherine. And what do you think, Luquitas? I'm sorry,
Uh,
Mom.
I
No,
never.
no.
It was my first time watching, and
Two.
now, yeah, now I think he's my favorite ever
Oh.
because he's so beautiful and she looks so young and bubbly, very happy to be in that place. I agree that she was more confident because of her mom, that was her teacher and everything. But I think, in like, I don't know, inside of her, she needed to listen from other people how good
Exactly.
she was, because it's your mom. So in that moment that you are the best that we saw today, like you are 100% amazing, and she starts crying. Beautiful, so beautiful, and she looks
Mhm.
so young because um, I we were teenagers back then, but for me, everyone looked so older. I don't know if it's the same
Mhm.
with you guys. And watching now these videos like Kelly and especially Catherine McPhee, for me, she was like a kid. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah, she
so
was so young.
young. Yeah, she was
Hmm.
21. So beautiful. I think he's my favorite now, to be honest, because it's like a movie, a little movie. We have so many elements in that audition. It's
Yes.
beautiful.
Yes. What do you think, Mousy Mumu?
I was familiar with the audition because I like Catherine too. This is the typical case when you see a beautiful face, but you think it's not talented or not so talented because she is very beautiful. And in this performance, even when she's very simple in the way she's wearing the clothes and everything, she is beautiful. Her face is like, oh my god, this woman is beautiful. And when she starts singing, it's like, oh my god, if you are not only beautiful, you are very talented. So it's
Hmm.
incredible because in this moment, for instance, in Catherine, I can think like, oh, she's going to be the winner because she has the whole package.
Hmm.
She has everything to be the winner, like the beauty and the
Yeah.
talent. It's the same case with Pia Toscano, for example. So yes, yes, absolutely, I love that audition. I watched that audition several times because I am a fan of her too. So yeah, absolutely agree.
Beautiful.
Yay. Okay. What is yours, Looky Lulu?
Oh, mine. was so hard for me to choose. I was watching and watching and watching to try to remember, and then I remember this girl named Carly Rose Leclerc. She was part of the X Factor US season 2, uh, and I never. It is like Catherine. Actually, makes no
Mm-hmm.
sense that she wasn't the winner, and a guy that was a country singer like any other country singer that you have in the US was the winner. And I think this girl had the potential to finally gave to the American version of the show someone who could be bigger, like a
Mm-hmm.
star, because she was young and she could sing. And I think she is one of that auditions that you don't expect the girl to have the voice and the type of soul that she had singing that song. And to be honest, it's a song that I hate when people sings in auditions because everybody sings that song all the time that is feeling good. So probably when I watched this for the first time, I was like, oh, that song again. But the girl like was really, really, really good. And I think it was very unfair with her. She should have been the winner. She's still
Yeah.
making music, but very independent way. She still sings, of course, because she's very talented. But unfair. This was unfair for me. You guys agree?
I do. I remember that season perfectly.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I remember the guy that won, and I was like, oh, he sounds just like any other country singer in the world. So,
Yes.
she deserved to win, and that song in particular, even though everybody sings it, not everybody has that high pitch because it's a
Yeah.
difficult song.
Yeah.
So, I think she did a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job with that song.
Yes. What about you, Mao?
I was familiar with her because I remember in one of her performances, Demi Lovato told her that she was like JoJo. I remember that.
Uh,
Yes, I remember Demi told her like, "You remind me so much of JoJo with this powerful voice, being very young." So I decided to look because I didn't watch that season, but I remember her because of that, and I saw the other performances by her, and I was like, "Oh my God, she's a real talented. She's real talented." And she reminds me to another girl from I think it was American Got Talent that her name was Bianca something. It was
Yeah,
Bianca. Yeah,
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 Bianca.
yeah,
Mm-hmm,
yeah,
mm-hmm.
yeah. For me, she was very similar. A very, very young girl singing like with that soul, with that talent. Yes, yes. Bianca Ryan or something like that,
Bianca
right?
Ryan. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, yes, yes. It was very similar. So it was so unfair. I absolutely agree.
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And what was your choice, Mousy?
Well, my choice was Jennifer Phillips with Checklist. Yes, yes, yes. Uh, it was like crazy for me because it's a song that I love. It's by Mary Mary. And when I discovered this performance, I was like, oh my God, it's impossible that this girl never make it. She was not even like in the final contestant or something. She didn't have the opportunity to go to the real performances. She only had like two opportunities to sing, and that was all. So I was like, oh my God, I love this performance because it's like a concert by her. She's singing this song, and at the end, she's putting like a rap or reggae, something like that. Is crazy. And everybody went crazy in the place. Like the judges, the host. Of course, the audience was screaming like, "Oh, you are like it is like a performance, like a real concert of Jennifer Phillips." So it's incredible. What do you think about that, guys? Lucky.
I love that. I watched this season, so I remember because the judges were Mel B and Cheryl. The host was Olimar, so I did watch the whole thing, and I remember her, and I remember this audition, and it was something like a wave. You know, she was so powerful in that stage that like it was impossible to not be affected by her voice and her energy. It's crazy. It's so beautiful that people can not help but get up and dance and scream and like connected with her actually. And it's awesome, and her voice is amazing. Like she's getting higher and higher and higher and higher, and even when sometimes her voice cracks a little bit, like doesn't matter because she still growing in the song. Oh, it's incredible. I just love that. I could watch that every day because it gave me like goosebumps all over my body. Not over my body because I don't have hair everywhere.
You never know. Okay.
Actually, I was thinking because of course it's television and of course it was like prepared to be like that, but I really love that part when Cheryl told her like, "Oh, we want to listen to Chocolate by Mary Mary," because she at the beginning she wanted to sing Halo by Beyonce, and they were like, "Oh, this song is so common in an audition, so please." And I was so I didn't watch the this season, but when I watched the audition, I was like, "Oh, it's perfection because it's a gospel CCM song." What do
Yeah.
you think, Mariel?
I am so sorry, Mal. This is the only video that I missed. I was just checking and I'm like, shit, I missed that one. I don't know why I skipped it. I
That
am so
happens.
sorry. I need to watch it and let you know. But I'm pretty sure it's cool. I am so sorry. I skipped it. I'm sorry.
You
You you
don't know
gonna
what
love it.
you
Yes.
yeah.
That happened with me. Remember with the Rebecca St. James song? I skip
Yes.
it, and now like I'm obsessed with the song forever. It's perfection. So maybe it happens with you.
Yeah, I will listen and let you know, Mousy. That's for sure.
It's very powerful. I really hope you like it. Talking about the favorite season. What is your favorite season of what show and why it's your favorite season, mi Mariel?
I chose American Idol season 1 because it's the show that opened the doors to more and more and more shows out there. So, and I think it was more like authentic, and they were trying, and it turned out to be a complete success. So for me, it's American Idol season 1, and I loved all the contestants. I still love. Well, I have here, yeah, the American Idol season
Oh,
1
wow.
album.
Love
So
it.
I love this album completely from top to bottom. I don't skip a one single song. Every song is beautiful to me, and I just love this season. What and well, this is more like a personal opinion. So let's see what's your favorite Luquitas.
Mi
Oh, first,
sorry, friend. Did you have the opportunity to watch it in that moment, mi Mariel? No. Or yes?
No, no,
No.
no. I watched it later, but I was familiar with Kelly Clarkson because I used to read this magazine, and there were notes about season 1, and that's how I knew about the show. And later I found it because it was early 2002.
Two, I think.
yeah,
2002.
2002.
2002.
So it wasn't so easy to find kind these shows online back then, but I still love it and cherish so much.
Love it. You're right. What do you think, friend? What is yours and why?
Mine is season 8 by American Idol as well. For me, it's special because it was the moment that I started to sing, and I think all the guys that were part of this type of show kind of built me in a way because I could see myself in a lot of them, especially Chris Allen, that was the winner in this season. I really related with him in that moment. Like I was very skinny. He was very skinny. The hair was the same. I love the songs that he sang. The clothes that he wear was the same. So I kind of saw myself in that stage, and it happened in the moment that I started singing here in my my city, Sorocaba.
Mm,
So I
mm-hmm.
was very inspired by all of that happening in that show. And we had in this season Adam Lambert, that was another huge singer and good influence. And
Huge.
yes, and Alison, that was the girl with the red hair. For me, she was amazing. She was kind of like Kelly Clarkson, singing songs like Alone by Heart that I love. So I love it. Everything about the season was really inspired for me, and was a season that even my parents watched it with me. So I remember being like very obsessed with that season. It's very special for me even today.
Oh, that's beautiful. I was thinking who was the winner in that season, and it was Chris Allen, right?
Chris Allen, Adam Lambert was
The
the
runner.
runner up, and I think it's another case like Archuleta and David Cook. A lot of people disagree, but it is
Yeah,
what.
I can understand why because Sam Lambert was like, yeah, like the real winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you,
Me,
Mal?
it's American Idol 2. It's season 10 because this season is my favorite because this is the only one that I watched it completely to the beginning, from the beginning to the end, you know? And it was like very special in that moment because it was with my sister, I remember. And it was like this kind of show that you're expecting like every night, you know, like, oh, okay, put this TV show because we were addicted. And I remember almost every contestant, you know, like there were a lot of that were my favorites. So yes, and even I love the judges, you know, like everybody is talking about J Lo, and she's not like talented, you know, like in her voice and everything. But I really think that she was a very good um, judge. You know, like for me, she
Mhm.
had like very real and very like true advices to say to the contestants. You know, so for me, it was very good. It was very good season for me.
I like it that
Great.
season too. It was really
I
good.
think
Yeah.
that's the season where our friend Jordan like auditioned.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I think so. I think
it
so.
could be.
Yes, because he told me he auditioned when J Lo was a judge. So I'm guessing it's that one.
Oh, maybe.
Could be.
Could
Yes.
be. Okay, friends. Six. Favorite contestant of your country by a show of your country. Mi Mariel.
Okay, I never saw the show, The Voice Mexico. I never saw it, but I always knew that Oscar Ruiz, yes, I think that's the name.
Cruz.
Cruz.
Oscar Cruz. Oscar Cruz was the winner, and he recorded this song for a soap opera that I used to love called Abismo de Pasión. The song was called Solo un Suspiro, Only a Whisper, only a sigh, and he recorded it with with the runner up from The Voice Mexico, Alejandra. So they did a wonderful, beautiful job, and that song turned out to be my wedding song. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay. It's a
Makes
special.
yeah,
sense.
That's why
Yes.
I
it
was
is
saying.
special, and he has a wonderful voice, and he didn't get the recognition he deserved. I think he just disappeared. He recorded some stuff, and then you never know what happened. But he did a wonderful job with that song in particular. And I remember when I listened to it, I said, "When I get married, I want to play that song." And I put it to my husband to listen to it, and he said, let's make it our song." So that's why it is so special to me.
Oh, beautiful.
It's beautiful, yeah. The
Yeah,
story is beautiful.
yeah.
Yes, I
But you guys, what do you think, Mao?
yes, mi Mariel, I watched it, and I think it was the case because of the appearance of the guy, because the appearance of
I
him
was
is
thinking the same.
yes, it is very like the boy next door, the man next door, you know, like your neighbor.
Seu Madruga.
yes, a very average guy, but with that huge talent. So it's sad, but it's true that sometimes that is important to get success in this business. So yes, I think it was the reason, but he's incredible talented, no doubt about it. And I like these cases when a person like that, like a person that it can be your neighbor, has that talented, that has that
like
talent.
like Susan Boyle, you would have never guessed she had that powerful voice. So
Exactly, exactly. So I think these are beautiful cases when it happens.
yes, what do you think, Luki?
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I was thinking about his looks, like, but I think that was the point with the voice, at least at the beginning, right? That doesn't matter how you look, and uh, the good side is that he was the winner after all. But
Mm-hmm.
to keep it, I don't think maybe is the reason why. But if you think how many singers made like a huge and long career after The Voice, we cannot say so many.
No, no.
So maybe that wasn't the total problem of that. uh, I love the story behind now that I know, because it was hard for me to connect it because it's something kind of regional, right? The type of song
Yes.
that he sings. So I wasn't that connected. But now that I know why you like it, is better.
Yeah,
For me, it's better.
it is very special to me. I was
Yes.
gonna choose a female singer that she won Operación Triunfo here in Mexico, and that was a failure that season. A shame because she knew how to sing, and I want to take this moment to dedicate this episode to my friend Jose Delgado, who passed away uh, 4 days ago after a
Oh.
terrible accident in a bus. So, and he used to love Darina, who is the winner of that
Mm.
show, and he used to love this kind of shows. So, I want to dedicate this show to him, who was a huge music fan. So,
Oh,
well
Yes.
played.
Maria, that is sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
sorry. But
Rest
yes,
in
yes.
peace.
dedicated to him. Yes, for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I feel so bad because he was my age, and uh, he had a bus crash, and he was in the hospital for several days, but he couldn't make it. So he passed away, unfortunately. But I know
Oh,
Oh,
he's happy listening to a lot of music wherever he is right now.
yes,
yes.
yes, yes, yes. And this episode is absolutely dedicated to him.
Yes, yes,
Thank you.
totally.
Thank you, boys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
for sure. Rest in peace.
Okay.
Jose.
Rest in peace. Yes. Okay, so let's move on. Lucky.
Okay, well, my choice is actually I was torn because Leila Moreno, the girl that I'm always talking here, she came from a show like that too. But I think when I choose someone to talk here, I try to think about what I'm gonna talk about. And since I talk about Leila a lot of times, I decided to bring another one that is Rafael Barreto. He was the winner of season 3 of Idol, that here in Brazil was called Ídolos.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's very special because again, I could see myself in him. And I used to sing his songs when I started to make my vocal lessons, like the class with the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the same moment that he released the first album. I was 19, I think 18, 19. So I used to sing his songs a lot. And for me, it's special because that was a season that I have the experience to watch live, because was that moment in time that I was part of the 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 thing that took teenagers to be in television watching the shows in the audience
Mm-hmm.
so I was there like every week watching this guy singing live. So I was there and he was my favorite, so I could be there like screaming for him and say to him, I'm rooting for you, you're gonna be the winner. So it was very special.
Oh.
And was the time that I sang, that I told before here too, that I had the chance to sing on the stage of Idol here in Brazil, during the commercials, and was the first time that I sing, to the public in my life. So it was very special for me that season, and he's very special for my story. Now he sings in a band like Eric. He sings now in
Hmm.
a band that was already famous before, but I really like his solo work. It's very similar to the things that I like.
Great. Yes, I saw
Yeah.
it. He reminded me a bit of Felipe Dilon.
Yeah.
He has that kind of vibe. So,
Hmm.
not my favorite from the ones you chose, but I like him. He was good.
Yeah.
I can sense why you like him. But
Yeah. His winning song was, written by Lia. That is another Brazilian singer that I love.
mm-hmm,
So it was
mm-hmm,
impossible for
mm-hmm.
me not to like.
Oh,
What do you think,
okay.
Mom?
I think he is like you. Participating in these kind of shows. When I was watching the performance, I was like, "It is you, Lucky." We were very
Yeah.
similar, like in the physical appearance, in the style. I was
Yeah.
thinking, okay, I understand why Lucky loves him because it's like a reflection of you in so many ways. So, and now I
Yes.
understand why you feel connected to him. So it's obvious. And even right now, for me, the story about that is even more special because you had the opportunity to be there, in
Yes.
like in the reality, like in the real, like a real person being there, like watching all these performances and supporting this guy. So it is even more special right now.
Yes, it is. I love that time.
Definitely.
Yes.
What is your choice, Mousy?
Yes, my choice is from Factor X Colombia 2006 or 2005. 2005. Is Farina. In the beginning, her name was Farina. Right now, she changed it and is Fariana. But she was always known as Farina. Right now, and even during the show, she was like very reggaeton girl. But at the same time, she was like flirting with R&B and stuff like that. So that's the reason I love her from the beginning. She was very proper, actually. She had like a slogan for her, like Farina la nena fina, and she was very proper. Like in the performances, she was all the time saying things like that, like Diego Farina and something like that. She had this kind of stuff, like it was very creative. Like she was very creative. And right now, actually, she was the first girl making reggaeton here in Colombia, and I think she deserved everything. Even before Gracie or Carol G or this girl Farina or Fariana was the first to have this kind of influence. So, what do you think about her, guys? Lucky.
I was kind of familiar with her. I heard some songs by her in the past. I think the name is Ten Cuidado.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but I didn't know that she was part of a talent show. So the video that I watched, by her, is like full of personality, like you said. It starts this. I don't remember the name of the song, but it starts very R&B. It suddenly is more reggaeton, and she has this kind of attitude and tone, kind of similar to Cher Lloyd from the UK, the X Factor UK. That is a girl more rapping sometimes and full of
Mm-hmm.
attitude. So I can see that she had like the factor, the X factor, to be a star. Like is a girl that can dominate the stage even when she's tiny and little. So I really like it. I gotta listen more about her. I just know the two songs, Ten Cuidado and Así Así.
Oh yeah, I see. I think it's with Maluma or something like that.
Yeah.
Actually, she was part of a telenovela here in Colombia that was called Tres Milagros, and she was part of the soundtrack. Like every song in the soundtrack was by her. And in this
Okay.
soundtrack, he makes a lot of R&B. Like there is a song that is called Milagros. That is like it was the story of three girls. Like the day that they meet in the same place, one died. So it's very interesting, and from different status. You know, one is rich, one is like
Oh, okay.
normal, and the other is poor. She's the poor girl. So actually in that moment I was obsessed with that telenovela. So and she has a lot of R&B songs in that telenovela. What do you think about her, Mariel?
I could definitely sense some of these R&B hip hop influences on her voice. I wasn't crazy about her because I don't know if it's the song that I found, but I wasn't crazy about it. But it was okay. I mean, I think I need to listen to more of her stuff because that one I listened to I didn't like. So
Yeah,
I
but
need
I
to be
think
more.
it's not your thing, to be honest.
No.
I
No,
would be
probably
surprised if you
not.
said you like it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, wasn't actually my favorite from Mouse list.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's very reggaeton actually. She's very reggaeton. So maybe I'm going to share a song that I consider is more R&B, but maybe it's not your type. It's Lucas is right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, what's next?
Okay, next is three performances, but I decided to select just one. So please select your favorite from the three you selected, and tell us about it, Luki.
Oh, okay. So I'm going with Cassidy Pope,
Yeah.
Cry. That was another season that for me was magical because I was already a fan of Cassidy Pope. She was the vocalist of one of my favorite bands, that is Hey Monday. So in the moment that I knew that she was on The Voice, I went crazy, like, oh my god, what the hell? And for me, she was like, it was insane for me to watch because she started singing Torn by Natalie Imbruglia. That is one of my favorite songs ever. And week by week, she was like, Kelly Clarkson, Behind These Hazel Eyes. Next week, Michelle Branch, Are You Happy Now? Next week, Avril Lavigne. So I was like, what? You know, it's my dream. This girl is my dream.
All your favorites.
Yeah. But there was a moment she was mentored by Blake Shelton. So there was a moment that he
Mm,
changed her to country music. That I wasn't so happy at the beginning, but I think they did a great job because they gave her songs that could be more in the pop rock style as well, like Rascal Flats, for example, is
mm,
that she sang Stand, is a group that I really like because I think they have a lot of elements that are not so rooted in country music. You know, it's more pop and more. There's a lot of elements.
mhm,
So I decided to choose "Cry." That is a song by Faith Hill, I think. That I love is what I think is one on the finale, and I love everything. The way the camera captures her walking, the dress she's wearing, like the audience screaming, and especially the vocals. And I
mhm,
think Cassidy was for me the biggest after The Voice US because she had a hit on Billboard Hot 100 that was Wasting All These Tears. That was really good in the country charts as well. So for me, it was magical to see her every week. I have the album here because I really, really love her.
oh, that's lovely.
Okay, that's very nice.
Yeah, I love her. And I saw Hey Monday live here in Brazil. So for me, it was a great moment. And it was the first time that she replied me on Instagram or something when she was on The Voice. I told her, I'm a fan since Hey Monday. You came to Brazil. I was there. So she replied. So for me, it's very special. So it's
Oh,
Cry. Cry by Cass and Pope. Yes.
What do you think about this performance, mi Mariel?
I liked it. I'm not really familiar with her work, so this time I was like, okay, I know of her because of Luki, actually, and
Yeah.
this time I was like, oh wow, yeah, I can definitely sense why Lucas likes her, and she has a nice voice. I like her performance, and I think I'm gonna dive into her discography or her work to see what else there is because there's always there's yeah. there's always good to find. It's always good to find new singers to add to my
Yes,
collection.
totally. What about you, Mal? Do you like
For
it?
Yes, for me the name was familiar. I was thinking that now that you was clear about Hey Monday, I was like, okay, now I understand why, because I know Hey Monday because of you. So yes, and actually I can see a different side by her in this performance. Cry, because for me it's like a huge diva, like this kind of diva with this beautiful, amazing voice. She looks gorgeous, the hair, the dress, everything, and
Yeah.
I can't believe that a girl like that, that is very pop rock, can sing like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about a girl like this can sing like that. But it's like not common to see this kind of high notes. Like she was singing perfectly, so I
Yes.
was
It's very
surprised.
high. Yes.
Yeah, very very nice. So yeah, beautiful, amazing performance by her. Yeah, now actually I'm curious to know more about her because I
Yeah.
really like that performance.
Yes. I'm glad you like it. I was this close to choose Behind These Hazel Eyes. That is also really good, but I this one is very special.
Oh, okay, okay. What is yours, mi Mariel?
Okay, from the three I chose, I'm gonna go with Prince Poppycock, who sang the Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen on on no America's Got Talent. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
America's Got Talent. This guy. Okay, let's just be fair and say that I never liked this song, never. But I love his performance of this song. This guy is like a drag queen, something like this, and he used a lot of makeup, and he was always so extravagant. But that's not what I cared. He was more like the way he performed. He did a lot of show. He used to be like, I can do a huge show out of one song. And when he did this song, I was like, because I have never really liked it. But when he finished, I was like, wow, this guy can definitely deliver a good performance because he has that whole stage presence. So for me, it's that one. I don't know if you guys had the chance to see it, but I want to know, Luki, what did you think?
Yeah. I think he's definitely someone who knows how to work on the stage, as you said. I think the song uh, was like a great choice because it's a hard song to sing, and this song was born to be what he made on the stage. That is something disruptive is the word, I think,
Uh huh.
because Queen was a band like that just for having Freddie Mercury as the singer, and they had to fight a lot to have that song on the record because it's a song very different. Like there's
From all,
opera elements,
yeah,
like words that doesn't even exist in real life, like scaramouche, scaramouche. So this song was made for a person like him that wants to change the rules. So I
hmm,
think it was cool. I can see for this more artistic side of the
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
that's what I like about him. What did you think,
Yes.
Mousy?
I was surprised when I was watching the performance. I was like, I can't believe Mariel likes something like that because he's very theatrical. He's like a yeah, like a I don't know if it's like in drag or something like that. But I was surprised, like, oh, I can't believe Mariel likes something like that. And the actually, I agree with you because I don't like that song so much. I don't know if maybe in a moment in time I'm going to like, but till now I don't like that song, but it was like a very special performance. Like the way he like the stage belongs to him in every moment, like it is incredible how he appropriates of the stage. It's incredible. And with this I am not so fun with this kind of theatrical things, but at the same time, I appreciate that so much. And with this makeup, and with these clothes, and with this, it's
Yeah,
amazing because it's a whole show. It's not only the voice, it's not only this or only that. It's like everything, like going together. Like the makeup, the attire. It's incredible. So yes, I appreciate that theatrical part.
Yeah.
okay, good. Thank you. Okay, Mouse, so what is your choice?
Okay, from the three I selected, I go with my girl, a girl from my country. Her name is Maribel, and the song is Con todo y mi tristeza. I remember because I saw this live. It is a song original by Juan Gabriel, and I was so amazed by her voice in that moment because she started here in Colombia like a joke, you know. She was not taken so seriously in that moment when she released her first record because her style was called Tecno Carrilera, so it was so funny for people, and she had like funny songs, you know. But I I always knew that she was talented, and I remember watching this performance in that moment in that year. I think it was 2006 or 2005. I actually in the same time of Arena, and I was like, "Oh, it's incredible because it's not genre music that I like. You know, this kind of ranchera or Juan Gabriel or Rocío Dúrcal. My mom loves Rocío Dúrcal, and maybe I like some songs, but it's not my type of music. But I was like, oh my god, Maribel can sing. She really can sing it. Her voice is incredible. And
Yeah.
years later, I was working in a plane, of course, and I had the opportunity to know Maribel in that plane, and I
Oh,
told
really?
her, yes, and I told her like and it was like I don't know, like 15 years later of that performance. And I told her, like, I remember when I was in high school, your performance of Con todo y mi tristeza, and it was amazing. I told her. And she was like,
Mm.
oh, you're so sweet, you're so nice.
Oh,
She's not a person very loved here in Colombia because of the controversies she has. But I think, and I always say that she is a real talented girl. What do you think
mm.
of that performance, me, Mariel? Because maybe you are familiar with the song.
Yeah, I know the song because obviously Juan Gabriel is so popular here, and I like her version. I'm not so much into this kind either, like ranchero, like that so much. I
Yeah?
mean, I can listen to it and I like it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's good, but it's not like, oh my god, I died to listen to this. No, but I think she did a wonderful job with that song. Actually, Juan Gabriel's songs are very difficult to sing. He wrote songs for people with very high notes, like Rocio Durcal that you were mentioning. And
Yeah.
this girl actually topped it. So it was really good because not everybody can sing a song by Juan Gabriel. So it was a good effort and good result.
Yay. What do you think, friend?
I couldn't find the actual video. I just found
Me
a video
neither.
that is a picture and the song is playing. Maybe it's the same.
Oh,
Uh, so uh, obviously the type of music for me, no, I don't know the
Hmm.
original because it's not popular here because I never heard before. But so I was trying to pay attention in other things, and I could sense that she has like a huge range of voice.
right.
She can sing very high notes. So I was trying to pay attention on that. We have a song here in Brazil called Galopera
Hmm.
that is kind of like that. That the father of Sandy Chororó, he sings that is very ranchera, as you guys said,
Hmm.
and but very high. It's Galopera. He's higher.
Oh, okay,
So
okay. Uh-huh.
so I
Okay.
can I can understand the song and I can understand that the girl is good, but the song for me didn't work.
It's
Okay,
okay.
okay. It's obvious. It's obvious.
Yeah,
I wanted to know more about the voice because I know that maybe you're not in this kind of music.
yeah. So I'm glad I share what you expect.
Yeah, friend. And to finish, friends, what is your favorite judge from these TV shows? I mean, Mariel, I was shocked because of your selection.
Oh my,
Let
I
us know.
love Simon. I
Me
love
too, of
Simon
course.
Cowell. he's like the type of person that I love to hang around with because he's always honest. And he's like, "You can't sing, get out of here." So I always love his honesty. But when he really knows someone who is really talented, he lets them know. He's like, "You really can sing. You are a you are a good singer." So that's what I really like about him. That he's really honest. He doesn't care. And whenever he sees someone who is a terrible singer, or either it's a group or a solo, he's like, whoever told you to be here is deaf or something like this. He's always giving funny answers and being completely honest. So that's why I like him.
Okay. Very good point. What about you, friend? What is your favorite?
Uh, my favorite actually is Cheryl, but it's so obvious that I went to the next one. That is Sanji. That is obvious too, but
Obvious
I
too.
wanted I wanted to share that she was a judge it once because I don't know if you guys knew about it. There
You
was
know.
a show here in Brazil called Superstar
No.
that is different than the shows that we were talking now. This show was for bands, full bands like rock bands and things like this.
Only for
And
bands.
yeah, they used to play behind the wall, and so people at house were voting if they like or don't. And in a point, if they reach the points, the wall was down, and the actual audience and the judges could see them face to face. It was like this. It was very cool, and I think it's one of the shows that gave Brazil more bands that actual made it. That are
No.
really popular. And for me, it was really cool to see Sandy every week in television. I think she was stunning back then. She was blonde, and it was because of the show that I could met her for the first time, because the fans knew the hour that she was coming back from Rio to Campinas, that is where she lives. Every week she was coming back in the same flight, so they discovered that, and that's how I could see her in the airport
Oh,
for the first time. So for me, it was a moment super super amazing for me. And she was not only a judge, she continues working with the bands that she was the mentor. She recorded songs with them. They are in her album, she's in their album. So it's cool, she have this relationship. She's constantly writing songs with the people she met in the show, so I think it was very cool.
Okay.
oh, that's
It's incredible to see Sandy in this kind of thing because my perception is she's this kind of person that doesn't like so much this contact with people.
Hmm.
So like being on television all the time, it's so exposed all the time. So I didn't know when you mentioned Sandy, I was like, oh, I can see her as a judge.
Yeah, I think she had a lot of fun, and she really, really liked it being part of that, because the first season she was a mom very recently, and everyone here in Brazil knows how she is as a mom. Like, for example, no one ever saw the face of the kid, because she's very close. And so
Yes.
she always talk about it, like, I really wanted to be in that show. If it wasn't like that, I would never leave my son, at my house every week to be there. So I think she really enjoyed it, because
Oh yeah.
this show was really about the music.
okay.
Okay. Okay.
What about
Uh,
you, Mo?
Of mine it was Steven Tyler because I enjoyed so much his participation. He was very funny. He was very calm all the time. I
Yeah.
remember he was with J Lo and Randy Jackson, and in that moment he was very all the time. This he is the kind of person very different to Simon Cowell,
Yeah.
like Mariel. Like
Yeah.
he's this kind of guy that always have a good thing to say to people. all the time he was accomplished to everybody, like saying good things to everybody, like, oh, you are very talented, you're very good. He was very calm. She was like in this kind of mood. So I enjoyed and I enjoyed to have like a panel like that, very different, like J Lo and Steven Tyler. One is a pop artist, like an entertainer, and the other is a rock guy. So it was very funny to have someone like him in the show.
Yeah.
Yes, he was
I don't
great.
know if you
Kind.
remember his participation there.
Sorry, you
Great.
cut it.
I don't know if you remember his
Yeah,
participation.
yeah. Yes, I do.
Yes, yes, I do, for sure.
Okay, friends, just to wrap it up and to finish, I want to play a very quick game with you. It is very common right now, like it's like a trend right now in Instagram. But guys, Mariel and Lucas know that I invented that all the
Yeah.
time.
Or
All
this
the
or
time.
that.
Yes, this or that all the time. I'm asking you, friends, like this or that, this or that. So they robbed me the idea, and right now it's so I'm going to capitalize this. I don't know how to call it, like patentar. I'm going
Yes.
to make the patente of this because I'm the creator.
Okay. You're
So,
gonna copyright it.
no,
Copyrighted.
I'm going to copyright it because I was the creator. So this
Mal
is
game.
American Idol Girls Edition. I'm
Okay.
going to start with Mariel. So I
Okay.
you know the rules. I say like two names. You select one and go on. To the end, one is the winner.
Okay.
So okay, let's start. Kelly Clarkson or Fantasia?
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson or Jordan Sparks?
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson or Carrie Underwood?
Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood or Catherine McPhee?
Fuck. Uh,
Love it.
I'm gonna stay true to my roots of pop music, so I'm gonna go with Catherine McPhee.
Great. Catherine McPhee or Jennifer Hudson?
Catherine McPhee.
Catherine McPhee or Diana DeGarmo?
Catherine.
Catherine McPhee or Kimberly Luke?
Catherine.
Catherine McPhee or Lauren Alina?
Catherine.
Catherine McPhee or Jessica Sanchez?
Catherine.
Catherine McPhee or Candice Glover?
No, Catherine.
Catherine McPhee or Crystal Bowersox?
No, Catherine.
Catherine McPhee or Majesty Rose?
Catherine.
And Catherine McPhee or La Portia Renee?
No, Catherine. For sure.
Yay! For Mariel, Catherine is the winner.
Yes. It was difficult that between Carrie and her, but have to stay true to my
Okay,
roots.
let's go with my friend with the same option. So, are you ready?
Yeah, I already know the winner.
Yes, because of the names. Okay. So you know the winner. So I'm going to delete this option because it's not fair.
Yeah, please delete Kelly Clarkson because
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
I
Okay.
knew
So
it.
yes, Fantasia or Jordan Sparks?
Jordan Sparks.
Jordan Sparks or Carrie Underwood?
Jordan Sparks.
Jordan or Catherine McPhee?
Jordan Sparks.
Jordan Sparks or Jennifer Hudson?
Jordan Sparks.
Jordan Sparks or Diana DeGarmo?
Oh god.
Love it.
Jordan Sparks.
Jordan Sparks or Kimberly Luke?
Uh, no, it's not. I Jordan.
Okay, Jordan Sparks or Lauren Alina?
I really like Lauren, but Jordan.
Jordan Sparks or Jessica Sanchez?
Jordan.
Jordan Sparks or Candice Glover?
Jordan.
Jordan Sparks or Crystal Bowersox?
Jordan Sparks.
Jordan Sparks or Majesty Rose?
Jordan Sparks.
Jordan Sparks or La Porsche Rene?
Jordan.
Jordan is the winner for you, friend. Yes, it was not fair to give you Kelly Clarkson because it
No,
was.
no.
No.
Yeah, but I like it. I like your selection because I love the both girls, like uh, Catherine and Jordan. I love them.
Who would
Yeah.
be your winner, Mao?
Mine, I don't know because I have like a lot of that I like, but give that to your friends if you want to. Like, give me the chance to do it with
Um,
another, you know.
Mm.
I'm so
You
bad
want
with
me
this.
to invent it now? I can
No,
try.
no, 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 not right now. In other episode with
Oh,
other.
okay, okay.
Okay. But
Right
Yeah.
now, I can think of
No,
that.
no,
between
no, no.
between then it would be Jordan Sparks for you, I think.
Yes, but I love. No, yes, I love Fantasia,
I was
but
thinking
Yeah.
Fantasia.
Yeah,
yes,
but
Yeah.
I was thinking more in like discography and the number of songs that I listen. That's why I didn't trade her for Diana DeGarmo or Catherine or Kimberly because I listen more songs by Jordan, I think.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
fair, pretty fair. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Maybe next time we have like from you a
Wait
different
for it.
edition. Like this one like female American version, American Idol edition. But
Yes.
maybe
Wait
you
for
can
it.
choose
Wait.
the other. So that was all, friend. Thank you so much. It was so fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Mo. It was great.
Thank you, everybody. For those who watch and for those who are watching later, thank you so much for watching. We had a great time tonight. Have a wonderful night, guys, and we will be seeing us each other next time.
Yes.
So thank you, everyone.
Thank
Have a
you.
Bye.
Bye.
wonderful night.